talk about this Nicki Cardi drama, and let's really get into my thoughts, child. Now, what is the drama all about? So Nicki is going on the second leg of her tour, and to go along with that second leg, she's planning on dropping a deluxe version of Pink Friday 2. No, I think it's like Gag City Reloaded or something like that. Honestly, I wish she was starting a whole new concept. Let me be so for real. I wish it was gonna be a whole new concept. I did not like the concepts associated with Pink Friday 2. I think it was lazy, it was boring, there was no music videos. I do not want a reloaded version of an era that was AI generated. I'm just gonna be honest. But what makes this drama now? So what makes that drama is that Cardi should be dropping her album soon. Now, people had speculated from last year when Nicki delayed her album till the end of the year, I think it was in December, that it was delayed in hopes to somehow compete with Cardi's album, which people had expected to drop by the end of last year. So by this happening again this year, it's supporting the theories that were out there that she is trying to drop her album at the same time as Cardi B. Now, do I think she's trying to do that? To be honest, no. I don't think she's thinking about Cardi when she's dropping this deluxe, because the truth is Cardi B and Nicki should not be Cardi's second album and Nicki's deluxe should not happen at the same time if Cardi had dropped her album when it was supposed to drop. If she dropped her album when it was supposed to drop, then no one would have to wonder about clashing with her. But she's been waiting it out, watching everybody else drop. No one's gonna wait around and keep waiting until she drops before they drop. Like, no one has time for that. So if Nicki wants to drop her deluxe, I don't see what's the problem. Now, I actually do think that Nicki is dropping the deluxe now, or around, at the end of this year or whatever, whenever she drops it. I think it's because she needs more attention on the second leg of her tour, because outside of her core fan base, who knew that Nicki was going on tour again? You understand? So I think she needed to go live and show those snippets and do different things so people get more interested in a second leg of a tour. Because the songs now, people aren't streaming Pink Friday 2 that much, and the reason why I say that, it was the album was no longer charting. I don't know if it was last week or the week before. So that means people kind of stop listening. Now, if people stop listening to an album, do they still want to go on a tour associated with that album? Not really. The only people that are going to go to see her are the persons that just want to see her live. They don't really care about the music that she's performing, right? Anyway, so I think she just wants to drop this deluxe so that she can get more attention on her tour and get more persons filling up those seats for tour. I don't think it's about Cardi B, but I mean, nothing's impossible, right? Now, the second bit of drama that exists with this whole Nicki situation and her tour is not between Nicki and Cardi, but between Nicki and JT. Now, Nicki announced that there would be some openers on her tour, and there are a bunch of people, random people, Skeng and some other people, who cares, Bia and those stuff, like, no one cares. But I found it kind of weird that JT is not her opener. Now, JT is on tour herself, but JT could have easily been on a City Cinderella tour as the opener of Nicki's tour. That would, because it's basically the same fan base. Let's be for real. They have the same fan base. So it would just make sense for her to open Nicki's tour and she performs the songs from her album that everyone loves, whichever songs those are. I don't think more than 4 or 5 of them were super popular, so she can perform like 4 or 5 of her super popular songs from her album and open Nicki's tour. Now, I think there are 2 reasons why this might not have happened. One, I think it's because they fell out. I think there's some sort of mess going on there. I don't think they're friends anymore. and I don't think they talk anymore. But the second reason is I think that JT wants to ensure that she establishes her own fan base organically. And I think that's the difference between her and some of the other rap girls, is that she is trying to tap in with those fans. Now, I think that's really good, and I'm not gonna compare anybody with her and start saying what I really want, what I'm really thinking. But I think some other people need to do the same thing she's doing. Get in contact with those fans, even if it's 10 of them in the room. Perform for them, get close up and personal with them. That's how you form a fan base. So I love what JT's doing. So I agree with her not going on tour with Nicki, but I feel like it's deeply rooted in the fact that they're no longer friends. And I want to know why they aren't friends anymore. Guess we'll never know.